Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Kamil. Today is 30th of July 2020. Welcome to video number 216. Today I want to talk about misconception of strength. And I've kind of started thinking about recording this video after yesterday's or previous video, and I saw one gentleman kind of showing the aggression. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that this way, but I saw that the angry face as a reaction to my video, and I started to laugh inside, and having this kind of thinking that I saw so many men that when I talk to them, we say that everything's fine, I don't need any advice and so on. And I'm not saying that this gentleman is doing that. I don't know what was the reason that was his reaction. But I thought to myself, we as guys, we've got a problem. We don't talk about problems, and we may say whatever we want, but at the end of the day, we gotta look how many of us are living in really happy relationships. And you know that this number is very small, so there has to be something wrong. And I'm not saying that it's all on ours. The problem is on our side, that we're the only reason it looks like this. But I would say, if I'm looking on a relationship from perspective of some kind of leadership, that most of the ladies would want us to be so good at what we do as being guys in a relationship that they would like to follow us, then to some degree we have to start being this kind of people who are able to be the partner in a relationship, that it'll be that our ladies would feel happy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not putting everything on us, but from some point of view, someone will have to start, and that will be someone who's leading, and that will be us. So I want to talk about strength today, because there's a misconception that makes us cost a lot, and because we don't get it, it might be the reason so many of our relationships are failing or failed already. So let me ask you a question. That's the point number one. Think about, what do you see as a strength? Your own strength. What is the thing that makes you feel that you're proud of yourself, that you say, I feel great, I know who I am, I know where I'm going. It's like, this makes me feel like a man, like a guy who have this my whole life under control. And maybe I'm gonna generalize here, but maybe many of you will say, I'm strong, I'm going to the gym, or I'm doing this or that. I feel physically strength. I feel my physical strength. Great. Then some of you will say, I'm earning good money. I'm having a position or status, or I'm practically from a career perspective, I got this. Cool. Maybe some of you, will have something different. Maybe you're a creative person. Maybe you're good, or this or that. And that's very important. One of the most important things for us as guys that we're supposed to have is something that makes us feel good about ourselves. Why? Because having this kind of thing and being aware of it makes you have high self-esteem, makes you confident, and that you'll be able to act confidently, confident in whatever you do in life. Without that, you're not going to be able to lead or help or do anything for anyone, because if you're afraid of anything or everything, what are you going to do? You're not going to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's very important to have this. But then point number two, ask yourself how your strength is translated into the relationship, and how much your strength that you feel like a core of your own being has makes your relationship work. Because this is the one thing that to see how that correlates, I would suggest go to your girl and ask her what from her perspective is your biggest strength in a context of relationship. Not context of yourself, but in context of building and making your relationship stable and enjoyable experience. some of you might be surprised that she's probably gonna tell you something completely different that you see as a strength for yourself. And you've got to understand that I would even expect it to be different. Because, I personally, myself, I can say I see that I'm really intelligent. I love that about myself, that I love to go deep in things and be able to understand in a much deeper level than some people that I met in my life. I'm bright, and this is something that I really love myself. I'm confident. I just basically can deal with my life and have this under control because I really understand everything that happens. Or at least I try. But that makes me feel confident and have my self-esteem high. But when I went to my wife and asked her what from her perspective is something that she feels as a strength in context of relationship, she told me that, first of all, that I'm good in communications. I knew that about myself and I like that, but that's kind of a different story. And then she said that because of that, she feels that I'm able to see and do things even before I'm asked to do so. She said that in general it makes me compatible. So that's why it's easy to be with me in a relationship as a team player. And then how my intelligence and how my confidence about myself have to do anything to do with being a team player. That's completely two different things. And they're correlated to some degree. But if I compare those two, they're two different things. And that's kind of important because that's why you might have a problem here. If you concentrate only on the first type of strength that makes you feel good, it might, doesn't have to, but it might put you in a position that you're basically obsessed about yourself to feel good. But it may completely not being able to be translatable to success of your relationship. So that's why the point number 3 which I want to make is you need to try to understand what is really your strength, what is the core that makes you feel good, and then what is the thing that makes you as a relationship work. And then try to correlate it and see how you can use one to build another. Because the only way you'll be able to make your relationship work, so both of you will be happy, is for you to being able to see and embrace both types of strengths. Because, you see, this is what I want you to take from this video. If you only concentrate about yourself and on a strength that builds you and your self-confidence, you might miss the point. And again, it's so important to have it because it builds your self-esteem, but it's not enough to build your relationship. So I want you to go and ask your girl, what does she see, or what does she kind of expect and wants from you that you're good at? That's the best part, that you're good at. Because if you'll be able to build both of them, then you'll be able to be successful. Because at the end of the day, the test, if you're really successful in your life and in this project that you consciously decided to be in, which is called relationship, is, if this relationship work or not. It's just that simple. So think about it and do something about it. Because you need to know, you need to understand, and you need to embrace both types of strengths to be able to make this thing an amazing experience for both of you, and basically prove to her, and it makes you really understand what does it really mean to feel like a man, because only that success will make you feel that. If you like this video, like, share, comment. If you didn't, comment as well. Tell me what you think and what is your experience. What do you think about the subject? And if there's anything you want me to talk about, just give me a shout. I'll be glad to do it for you. And that being said, see you tomorrow.